in Week 5, and it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. Now it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears are going to get the football here as it gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Running right, Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. The Bears at 9-7 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First carry now for David Montgomery. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Fields to Kmet there for his Chicago first. The give is to Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and add their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Jones. They get 5 out of that one, and he moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. Pretty decent game.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. The left side completion to Jones. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is
how do we say your name? How do we say your name? Say it real quick.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on
Luna,
both sides.
how do we say your full name, please?
The pressure's a little bit higher.
I need to know. We've been debating it this entire time in Discord. Lunarius C, right?
That's weird.
And why are you not live? If you're gaming, you're streaming, homie. Get on. Press live. I said, why are you not live if you're gaming or streaming? Get on.
And wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the
If you're gaming, you're streaming, homie.
Up at the 40-yard line.
I just yelled. Because Infinite said it to me today, because I wasn't going to get on. And he said, if you're gaming, you're streaming. And I'm like, that's that hurt. I think that hurt, because that's what I say. Well, that's what Steve said to me, and then it stuck with me, so.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Oh my gosh. You're so
Out of the
better.
shotgun, it's Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially, it's no gain.
Were you in
play,
Stacey's stream earlier? If you were, I have a question for you. I have a question for you. Hydrate. I just took a drink.
Near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run
Is
there.
Blitz?
On third down, here's Jones.
He says, say hi to Blitz. And I get on there and I see Caesar
but he does have first down yardage.
And I thought Blitz was a dude.
It's a pickup of 6.
So unless this woman... Can you stop sneezing?
Yeah,
are you okay?
Strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
I said, this is, I don't know if this is Blitz or not, but I thought Blitz was a freaking dude.
As we do all
So I just need to know, am I wrong? Is Blitz a girl?
In Orlando, he'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress
Is she single?
around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business. The coach.
Single because Infinite wants to say hi.
A play fake now, Fields to throw.
Are you okay, baby?
10, 5,
on that side. Hold my corner.
His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Are you okay? Are you done sneezing? No.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
I played the CD Marshall. Is that Marshall or is that Material? Material's with the E. So you do know.
So
you just want to tell me.
Now as they kick it away.
Can you guys stop?
Take it in at
Can you
the
guys
3.
stop being crazy? I can't wait till this long Oxford comes in.
Able to get this across the 20.
Oh my God, where are they playing crypto?
He's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Is he still alive? He's not even alive. Ooh.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Ass.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a
Are you going to tell me I need to put up with myself? That was rude.
Yeah, and you never want to get
I don't know if
stopped
that
so
was enough.
soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right
Honey,
here.
sneeze one more time, please.
2
I will
yards
start
to loss,
screaming.
12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes back.
Okay,
How
bark at
many
me then.
times have we seen that happen? Because you get that
Going to be
big
okay?
carry, you come
Ass.
back
I'm
and you're
upset
all
with you.
fired up, and sometimes you force
I'm
the
upset
run
with
a
you
little
and
bit,
that this
right?
and this person that plays I think crypto
And
on
instead,
Arena.
it works opposite.
And that's AFK. Are you kidding me?
12. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not that good.
An incomplete pass on that last
Can I res you?
That
No.
means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over first and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
That's complete to Mooney. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go.
Good stuff. You got up. Right here. Right here.
throw. Fields steps away to his left.
I guess there's a lot of
And that's
names being
incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that,
As that kind of confuses me more.
That was just
But the good thing about it
The throw again
is I'm not
second
going to
down.
sleep over it.
Fields looking downfield for Jones.
It ain't that deep.
Oh, that's into double coverage.
I was just like, I saw his noting and I'm streaming.
And the
And I was
Vikings
like,
are going to have
well, now the whole stream knows.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback.
Because
But
I
that's
saw,
going to be one of the
like,
things on the tape. He's like,
I
I
don't
shouldn't
know.
have thrown that ball.
Was the person with long brown hair standing next to him, was that Blitz?
Second year, as you noted, on the job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
Did you think he was flying in a woman? And actually, it was a boy, and actually it was a woman that came in?
Check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into a booth ready for quarter number 3.
Right behind you. Right.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielding just outside the goal line.
She's coming
And a
through.
good effort on the return there. Gets it across the 30, up to the 33. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Flying in
Well, the first
person
half,
of
very
the
even. I mean, really, in all
short hair
facets, this
male
ball game
gender
tied,
and
Charles, so as we
got
start the
the
third
person
quarter.
that
Curious
actually
to
came
see
in
what the
with some
second
of the
half
long
brings
brown hair.
us.
Certainly am. I'm
You
with you
know
on
what I mean?
that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
I don't know how this guy's crypto.
They go play action. Cousins.
I'm gonna be a dickhead to him for
They'll dump
the
this
last
off
round.
to Cook. 4 yards the game.
Not like a
Bring
dickhead.
up a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game.
Oh my God, they
Let's see if
broke.
that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second
I'm gonna sit back until they're all dead.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be solid here on fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to
They
punt
almost killed
away.
me.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return is Jones. That's a 49-yard punt. 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are going like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Both sides searching for adjustments. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition,
I don't know what
so many
crypto's
great
good
teams
for.
and games.
I really don't. I
We're seeing a
genuinely
pretty
don't.
good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're sitting on the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Over the middle, complete.
No, she's
That's
cracking.
Jones.
I don't know what's
And
going
he'll be
on back
brought
here,
down
but
right around the 37.
it's not. Hey.
give to Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close.
I'll join y'all.
Blown up in the backfield.
Az, you got to tell me what I want to know, and then you can join us. Then you can join us.
Despite seeing the multiple tight
Need to
end look
take
that came
number
out for
2.
the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if
So you have to take a number 2, and then you tell me what I need to know, and then you can join us. How about that?
Great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, you think real long and hard about that. You think real long and hard about that.
They'll go with Jones, and they are going to stop him on 4th.
I was going to copy you.
End up going backwards. A curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Worst diamond player has entered the game. Ew.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
These are the situations
Worst diamond player meets best Brett.
If indeed they end up trying
Okay.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls.
DJ, that was funny. You didn't even laugh at me.
And this time, contact and another
Did you read the chat?
pass.
Read his name.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Roquan Smith. And the Bears force the turnover.
No, that's not how that works.
27.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is if you have muted and they're muted.
Type something in chat right now.
They certainly were. Nice read on your part.
Yes.
Sometimes the quarterback is important between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone.
No, you didn't. I see it. I see it. You said my balls are huge.
Receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Your stream chat?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I just don't believe that. I don't believe it. He's nuts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Hold on, don't go down, don't go down, don't go down, don't go down. DJ?
I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw his Fields. He completes it to Jones. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
It's had success throughout this contest, winning the ball with the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Wherever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
From the 41, Fields eluding the pressure right. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get it down. But, boy, That's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
But you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Cook again.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Cousins now. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to. Back now at Soldier Field. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On play action, Cousins rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. On 2nd and 7, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know, for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I still expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Cousins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. Tries to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on 4th down, a big time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears